Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. And I gotta say, that little live button at the top definitely makes the heart race and you sweat a little bit, but I appreciate you very much joining me. My name is Lauren Lewis, and thank you again for taking 15 minutes out of what I'm sure is a very busy Thursday to join me and learn a little bit more about Beautycounter. The person, your friend, whoever invited you to tune in today, obviously sees something in you and paid you a huge compliment by inviting you today to learn a little bit more about what we are doing as a company with Beautycounter. And if you'll allow me, over the next 15 or so minutes, I'm going to share with you my story with Beautycounter, just one consultant's story with Beautycounter. I'm going to share with you more about Beautycounter. And then lastly, I will talk a little bit about what your story can be with Beautycounter. So I began my career with Beautycounter about 4.5 years ago. I live in Lexington, Kentucky, and I am a mom of 2 young boys and also a CPA. And when I began my journey with Beautycounter, I learned of this company through a dear and trusted friend, like so many others. And it was during a time in my life where I had just begun to think about what I was putting on my skin. And certainly my first child, who was a year old at the time I joined Beautycounter, was a huge piece of why I was paying attention to this now and why I was starting to. And she shared this company called Beautycounter that had been shared with her. And I have to say, I was incredibly excited about what it was. But I had also never laid eyes on a product. I'd never tried a product. I never knew anyone that had even tried a product. But I joined this company. I joined Beautycounter as a consultant. I think part of me realized I had just started my own business. I think another part of me realized, or maybe I hoped, that I'd really just signed up to be part of a really awesome discount club for these great products. And I remember being so excited the night I signed up, going to bed. And I also distinctly remember waking up the next morning and turning to my husband, who is in sales every single day. That's his career, one he's great at and one he loves, and saying, "Oh my God, what did I just do? I think I'm supposed to sell something." True story. And he turned to me and said, "Ooh, yeah, you're not gonna be very good at that." And that was like a huge fear I was waking up with that day. But you know what? I thought, I'm excited about this. I care about this. So my CPA number crunching introverted self picked up, and alongside of a full-time job, one young child, and then I added a second one a year later, I did this business in my own small way. I brought safer products into my own home. I started sharing in a small way with my friends, with my family, with people I cared about, that this issue really matters, that the issue of what we're putting on our largest organ truly does matter. And I started along my Beautycounter journey, fitting it into the nooks and crannies alongside everything else I was doing. And a couple of years into that, something happened that kind of changed the direction of my life. And I lost my dad really suddenly. And obviously it was a very hard experience, but if I could take one positive thing away from that experience, it was this new outlook I had on life, this new appreciation I had for this one life that we get to live. And I realized, coming out of that I wanted to spend my life doing something that mattered. I wanted to spend my life doing something that I felt like really helped people. I wanted to spend my life doing something that I felt like mattered. And I realized that I was already doing that I realized that this opportunity I'd taken with a company called Beautycounter was doing just that. It was a company that was socially responsible, that was doing business in the right way, that was out there advocating and working tirelessly for American families, for American consumers, that I was surrounded by a group of women who were so empowered, so passionate, so supportive of each other in doing a business that was outside of a lot of our comfort zones because we collectively knew that this issue mattered. And so I set out to do this business in a much more purposeful, much more focused way. And it allowed me to have the career that I've always wanted to have, but do that on my own terms. That it allowed me to have time for my young family, to do things with them that were so important, but also be a part of something greater, be a part of something that mattered. And so that's where my story is today. I've made this business now my full-time career, but I also do it on my own terms. And I do it for the people I love most, my friends and family, and I do it for the people that I work with every single day. And I do it for the people that don't even know that Beautycounter exists, but that one day will probably learn that this issue really does matter. And so, segueing into what is Beautycounter. Beautycounter, we're now almost 5 years old. Our 5-year anniversary is coming up in a few weeks. And we were founded by a woman named Greg Renfrew, who was a busy mom of 3 kids and founded this company on the mission, the lofty mission of getting safer products into the hands of everyone. And she really started this kind of selfishly for her own reasons, because she personally had taken on a quest to try to clean up her family's lifestyle and the products that she was using every single day. And she got to the skincare and cosmetics she was using and really couldn't understand why she was having a hard time making switches in this area, why she switched a lot of other products in her life, but this was one that she couldn't find that she felt like worked just as well as anything else she was using. And so she started to wonder why that was. And what she learned, quite frankly, terrified her, astounded her, and really drove her to action and really became the cornerstone of our business today, and that is education. It's about telling the people that we love and that we know that your skin is your largest organ and what you put on it matters. It was about looking inside a multi-billion-dollar industry that is largely self-regulated, that's serving the need of the largest companies, not the consumer, and recognizing that, wow, this industry, there's not been a major federal law governing the cosmetics industry since 1938. No new laws have been passed. When you look at our peers in the European Union, for example, over 1,400 different ingredients have been banned or restricted in this industry. In the US today, that stands at 30. We're woefully behind. And so she did. She set out to found this company with a main pillar of education, that the gift of knowledge is the gift of power, that it's one of the greatest gifts you can give, and that it is truly one that will help drive this mission forward. That those of us that are consultants armed with this information are out there telling the people that we love the most why this matters. And something happened earlier this month that was incredible. And the Journal of American Medical Association, the Internal Medicine Journal, one of the largest, most widely circulated, peer-reviewed medical journals in the world, published an article about the need for more regulation in this industry. And it called this industry the most widely used class of products that has the most little regulation. And it was truly, for those of us that have been involved, was an amazing moment around why education on this is so important. And the second pillar of our company is our products. I mentioned before, we are a pro-commerce, pro-regulation company. We aim to provide a solution, and we do that through a very robust, very high-performing, chic, aspirational product line. And we've been featured in publications such as Allure Magazine, In Style, Marie Claire, Fast Company, the Wall Street Journal, Forbes. We've been featured in a lot of different publications because of how wonderful our products are. And we are doing this kind of on the helm of 2 individuals. Christie Coleman, who's been with us since day one, is one of the leading fashion and celebrity makeup artists, one of the first to really put a stake in the ground and say, I'm not using traditional products that aren't necessarily made with safer ingredients. And she's largely behind our cosmetics line, but other products as well. And then a newer member to our team, Xavier Ormancé, who joined about 18 months ago, directly from Chanel in Paris, as our Chief Scientific Officer. And he's those 2 together are the helm of the future of our product development team. And I think you've really seen a shift as we've matured in the last year or so from being a company that is putting out high-performing, chic, wonderful products, significantly safer for you, and maybe they're kin to what already exists, but maybe not in a safe way. And now we are moving toward putting forth products that are truly innovative, that are something that no one else has. And a really awesome example of that is our newest skincare line, our Countermesh line, that Xavier developed and that is truly a breakthrough that is designed to mimic your skin and feed it everything it needs and nothing it doesn't. And so you're seeing us truly innovating and bringing products forward that no one else has, and we'll continue to do that. We have amazing things coming out the rest of this year with a really robust men's line for the first time, a new and very innovative sunscreen line, and then a new entry price point skincare line that'll fill a need for a lot of consumers and a lot of skincare needs. So we're really excited from a product development standpoint, where we've been and where we're headed. And then the third pillar of our mission to get safer products into the hands of everyone is our advocacy work. And this is what truly sets us apart. This is where we put our mission, our pro-commerce and pro-regulation mission at the forefront. This is how we get safer products into the hands of everyone. And we advocate tirelessly on both the state and federal level for more health protective laws in this industry. And there's no better example of how we do that coming up here in the next 2 weeks, around March 4th, which is our 5th anniversary, where 100 consultants will go to Washington, D.C. from all 50 states and meet with their local members of Congress to advocate for more health protective laws, that we need better laws governing this industry, that just because you can't or don't choose Beautycounter doesn't mean that you should wonder if the label is telling you the truth, should wonder if there's products in this bottle not listed on the label that have been linked to health concerns, that companies are knowingly putting ingredients in a product and not listing it on the label. And that, unfortunately, is the reality of the industry we're in today. So we're advocating tirelessly to make this a thing of the past, and we're starting to see it really pick up some momentum in its own small way, and it's really exciting. And I mentioned earlier that we have become the leader in what is now known as the clean beauty movement, a movement that didn't really exist 4 and 5 years ago, but now is the fastest growing segment of the retail marketplace, and we're at the helm. We're the driving force. It's an incredibly exciting place to be, an incredibly exciting opportunity. So I'm going to segue here for a little bit and wrap up with talking about, what could your story be with Beautycounter? And certainly there are multiple ways to get involved with Beautycounter. You can simply purchase products, a very impactful way to get involved, and bring those into your home and start switching to safer products. You can help work with the consultant that you know to share this mission, share our movement, share our products with people that you know and care about. But the third way you can get involved, and what is truly the most exciting way, is the consultant opportunity. And that is the best product we have to offer. And it's so rare to have an opportunity where that you can have such significant financial impact on yourself and your family while simultaneously having such positive social impact. So I can absolutely understand if you're listening today and this sounds exciting and this sounds interesting and you're considering, but you also have a lot of questions and you also have a lot of concerns, and you're thinking, this is all well and good, but how in the heck am I going to fit this in to this crazy busy life I already have, alongside everything else I have to do, alongside all my other demands and needs and desires? How am I going to fit this in? Or maybe you're thinking, I don't want to sell anything. I'm not a salesperson. I wouldn't be good at that. Or maybe you're thinking, gosh, I've never thought I would ever be interested in this industry and doing something like this. And I can absolutely understand how you have those questions, why you have those questions. I had many of them myself as I started to grow this business, but I will also tell you what you will find. When you join Beautycounter, you will find an incredibly supportive, an incredibly collaborative, an incredibly helpful, strong, capable group of men and women who have all come together to work together to support each other toward this common goal, toward this mission of education, of better, safer products, and of changing this marketplace. You'll find unlimited leadership and financial growth opportunities, truly unlike anything I've ever encountered anywhere else. And you will, thirdly, and most importantly, you will find all the tools, all of the support, all of the guidance, all of the opportunities to meet whatever goals you have with this business, to help educate your friends and your family, to help share this mission and this movement and these products in a truly authentic way with your own voice and your own goals, and your own desires. So like I said when I kicked this off, I'm just one story. I am just one person who took a chance on an opportunity that I didn't know I needed, that I didn't know I wanted, that I didn't really fully understand I had, but it has. It's been the most life-changing opportunity I've ever had. It's met so many goals and desires I had, the desire to have a career, but the desire to do that on my own terms, to take ownership of my own life and do something that matters while also balancing and being present for my family. And it has given me the chance to be part of something that is greater, that's bigger than me, that's bigger than any one person, that's truly probably bigger than any one company, but to be part of the company leading the way. And I think at the end of the day, my driving force in this, are my two sons. And I want the reality to be one day when hopefully they're having their own children and they come to me and they say, Mom, I cannot believe when we were little that companies knowingly and lawfully put products for babies with ingredients like formaldehyde in them. And for a long time, nobody did anything about it. But I will know and I will tell them that I was a small part of a huge movement with an amazing company that made that reality that we have today a thing of the past. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions at all, feel free to comment below. We'll answer them in this group. If you have any questions at all, please reach out to the person that invited you. But again, thanks again for taking time out of your day to learn more and to join me here. Thank you.